Alright, what up, everyone? This is
the debut of Drew. This was your idea.
Yeah, it was. I was just thinking about doing a podcast that was just kind of dicking around where me and my friend Ben...
Anytime we drive, we just put on a recorder and throw it up out there.
Yeah, so...
I fucking love that idea.
So it's gonna be us and our conversations on our adventures, pretty much.
Just driving a Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
I drive an 04, and I love this thing. I call it Cali.
It's a beautiful car.
We're setting out. We just went to the grocery store to pick up some food.
Yeah, this motherfucker right here, Ben, he's a Paleolithic bastard. Yeah. Crazy as hell.
I'm on a diet because I'm fat and I need to lose weight.
But you know,
whatever.
Spent
$150 on...
Oh, I thought you said $50.
No, $150.
Oh, shit. I thought you said 50. I was like, wow, that's a good deal. Wow.
No, I wouldn't be nearly as sad if it was only 50, but that was like the spices, the bookshelf, the pillow.
Dude.
It all added up. Oh, shit. I gotta make this turn. I'm just fucking up in my Monte Carlo.
Oh, man, I just ran over a dead body in my Monte Carlo. I don't know why it was dead, but it was there, and it wasn't a deer. It was a pure human being.
Yep, that is a toddler on my wheel. But I don't know if you knew it, but this is the drive I take every day to work. Except instead of taking a right off of 675,
take a left.
Yeah, take a left.
Oh, all right. Well, cool.
It's dope. I like it. It's very peaceful.
It's not that far away from your place, anyways.
Yeah, it's like 17. I honestly like that I have to drive a little bit to get to everywhere. It makes my house or apartment feel more like a retreat. And I really enjoy that, because it just feels...
It feels nice.
Yeah, safe isn't the right word, just comforting.
Yeah, I had to make a 30-minute drive to where I used to work, and I won't lie, I hate driving like 30 minutes to where I have to work, because it's
Holy shit, did you see that bird?
No, dude.
That thing was fucked up.
Really?
It was huge, too.
Wait, was it on the street?
Do you want to drive back?
Yeah, sure. Turn around, dude. Like, just do a Yui. Like, fuck it, dude.
I'm not gonna do it.
What? Oh, man, come on. No balls. Come on, that's what I do. I ignore all
street. I can make it.
You have to go into the farthest lane.
Oh, fuck, you're right. I kind of want to do it, but...
It's fine.
For our first episode, let's not break any rules.
What? Dude, screw that.
Oh, you're probably right. I should have thought it.
Come on, man.
I didn't even think of that. That's the kind of shit that doesn't even enter, like, my realm of thought. Like, you know, have you seen the Kermit the Frog meme?
Where the dark one comes?
Yeah, it's like, the good guy's like, man, we should go back and look at that bird, and then the dark one's like, do a U-turn.
But, like, the dark one never comes for you?
Yeah. I can't think of that shit.
See, like, I'm always thinking of it. I'm always like, how can I do something illegal? And then I'm like, I probably shouldn't do that. So it's more like the dark Kermit's always there for me, and then the light Kermit comes by and he's like, yo, dog, you probably shouldn't do that. And he's like, yeah, maybe you're right.
Yo, dog, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, it's actually Kermit the Snoop Dogg.
Okay, so we decided to take a little bit of a detour because we saw a smashed bird. Yeah.
We gotta investigate. We're paranormal activity people.
I hope you think it was worth it, because I thought that thing was fucking
we'll
crazy.
Describe it in detail so that you guys know what's going on, because I feel bad that we can see things and this is just our voice. Right. It's like radio, but like, we gotta do a little better.
Radio, like the movie radio?
Oh, with the like...
Okay, that's terrible.
Perfect impression. No, dude, the guy who played radio, he's actually like...
Isn't he Denzel Washington?
No. He's actually like, a non-disabled person. There, I think that's the way I'm gonna put it. I don't want to sound like an asshole. Yeah, I know, right? Look at me trying to be politically correct. But anyways, you know, he did a good job at acting the part. Yeah. And I mean, that movie was actually really good.
I think that's just because deep down he was fucking retarded.
He was black.
Okay, we're joking.
We're not racist, I swear.
Don't take it seriously, for fuck's sake.
Anyway.
I just like this video because of those tasteless jokes.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry. That's who we are. You probably shouldn't watch any of our
Yeah,
videos.
yeah, you should just have us die.
Anyways, we're coming up on the bird. Within.
Where
Okay,
is
look over there in that corner. You'll be able to see it closer when we pass it.
in the left?
Like underneath those lights.
These lights right here?
The one to the left. The
Yeah,
red ones right
and it's
there.
on the furthest.
Yeah, it's near the don't walk sign. Here, I'll go slow. You can
Yeah.
kind of see it there. Look at that.
Oh, that is fucking mangled, dude.
What the
fuck?
fuck?
Okay, so that's a dead goose. All right, it's cooked.
That thing got fucked up.
Yeah, it's so it doesn't have its head attached.
What,
Guts
really?
are spilling. Yeah, guts are spilling out of its body. Its feathers are all tufted up and dirty and bloody.
And it's reading us nursery rhymes.
Yeah, I mean,
That was Mother Goose, dude.
oh my god.
Oh,
Mother-
fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck my ass. Oh, God.
Spaghetti.
Fucking God.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
I'm like a Play-Doh dispenser. Just give me a squeeze, and I'll come out and be all salty.
So
Yep.
what do you think of I don't know. We need a topic. This is our first one, so
No. We can't announce that, but we can.
hey, I'm very inside baseball when it comes to posting stuff on the internet.
Oh, we're like breaking the fourth wall.
Exactly. It's like just
Alright,
talk about it live. I think it's more interesting and it's less questions for the viewers. Like, why is this like this?
It's because we're stupid.
Now you know. Now they know.
Oh, dude.
How far we
You know the thing where it's like the more you know, and like that fucking rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we need on this.
You know. Oh God! I almost threw up in my mouth.
Well, I don't know.
Fuck it.
Well, who cares, dude? It's in the middle of the night. Nobody gives a fuck. You're just trying to go home.
It's hot as hell in this car.
It
I wanna
really
turn
is.
the AC on, but that would completely drown our voices out.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea that we don't do that.
Same with the window. It's the same when we're recording Spoon and Sock episodes. We can't use the AC in that room because it's loud as hell. I just call it his jet engine at this point.
Dude, every time you mention that on your channel.
Fuck, dude! Introduce yourself.
Oh. As what? Other than I'm Drew.
Your Sock's friend.
Oh yeah, I'm Sock's friend off of
how do
Spoon
we
and
know
Sock.
each other?
Well, I know him because of high school, and actually, we met each other in the 8th grade while we were in orchestra class. We both played viola, but Ben was pretty quiet, and the only reason I really got to know Ben was because of Andrew, which that guy we don't talk about anymore because he's dead or something. But
I was like a total. I'll
Like
just be real.
introvert?
I fucking hated high school. I didn't like it. That's not where I feel so much more happier now than I did in high school.
I liked high school because it was an escape, but like I liked high school's classes, not like the people, if that makes sense. That's where I enjoyed it because I always love learning new things, and like I won't lie, I get pretty damn lazy, and I will not like pursue trying to find information. I'm getting better now, but like at the time, I just didn't. Well, it was weird. I like didn't try to look for information. Then for about like 2 years in high school, I did, and then I stopped because I felt like I didn't have the time or it didn't matter. And then I started getting back into it once I started going to college because I was like, shit, I gotta learn things and do things. And yeah, college has really made me flourish as a person.
I completely agree.
Oh my God, college, like, all right, my opinion, no one has to follow it. My opinion, I just think that college is one of the best things that you could do for yourself because
Exactly. Forget about the monetary value. Forget about seeing it as an investment. It's so much more than that.
well, that's the thing is like if you do see it as an investment, don't think of it as an investment of like I invested money so I could go to school. It's like I invested money in myself to become a better person.
Exactly.
And that's like the best way to think about it if you're thinking of investments because the only person you're going to be living with for the rest of your life is you. So
Speak it, Drew.
you gotta
Preach.
invest in yourself because that's all you have. I mean, you have friends and family and loved ones, but like in reality, you gotta take care of yourself too. So you gotta invest in yourself.
Well, and the other thing is college has never been like, I'm going to go to college to make some money because there's so many, and it's something like most people that go to college know it. Like, you don't have to go to college to make money. There's plenty of people out there who will tell you it's a bad investment, it's not worth it, the degree is meaningless. Even so, the only reason I see going to college is like a real plus. Not the only reason. Definitely not the only reason. The personal development. One of the reasons. One of the big ones is that you get to decide what you want to do.
That's very true.
Your options for making money outside of going to college that's like sufficient to live is it's most likely limited to something you probably don't want to do for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And if you get a degree, you're literally handpicking what you want your future to look like.
That, and if you think about it, yeah, there's people who are like, well, I went to college and got a degree in biology or something, and I am now a manager at Walmart or whatever. Whatever the heck happened. Okay, that's fine. But think of it this way. You have a degree from a university versus someone who is probably in the same position as you that doesn't have a degree. You're already one-upping them. You just might be going through a bad spot in your life.
Exactly.
And, I mean, if I was an employer and I had to pick between a guy who went to college versus a guy who didn't, I'd have to pick the guy that went to college because they have the credentials.
Yeah.
They have the background, and they invested the time and money to be, and effort.
A lot of effort.
Yeah, to be a better, more intelligent person. And I mean, not everyone that goes to college is like a genius or anything, and some of them are downright stupid, but that's the reality we live in, whatever. But like, yeah,
you have to have some sort of competence to get through it, though.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how much bullshit, you can stumble all the way through it, but you still need to be competent to get through it.
Yeah. And that's why it's like anyone who goes to college, I feel like, is already at a much more advantageous point versus someone who doesn't.
It's just like an extra stage of development, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably get that same development from some other source other than college, but I don't know. I feel like college is so important. Also because when you leave high school, it's kind of like, I'm going to leave my parents' house. And that transition is... it is a slap in the face. I don't think that's something you can really be ready for, because for me, I was a total mama's boy. Loved my mom. I liked being at home. So the idea of, well, I'm never gonna get to go there anymore because that's not where my life is now. My life is at college. That literally spiraled me into a depression in my sophomore year of college. I'm in my 4th year now. Me and Drew both are. That was hard. It was really hard to deal with. Just like, this is my life now. And what basically took me out of it was just the realization that I didn't want it to be like, I didn't want to be depressed. I had ideas in my mind of what paradise would be like, and I just went after them. It was much more of a shift of waiting things to be handed to me for me to just go out and do them. And it sucked. It sucked a lot because where I'm at right now is I've got my own apartment, my own car, my job, and that's what I do in the summer. School starts up, going back to school for last year, and that'll be that. But to get the car, the job, and the apartment, I had to do that all within the 2 weeks. I had a span of 2 weeks to pull all that shit together, and that was difficult, but that's where I wanted to be, and I feel really happy now.
Well, I mean, when you invest a lot of time and attention into something that's gonna affect your life greatly, you can only hope that it turns out well. And also, it's like I'm trying to think how to say it, because when you don't care about something, and when something doesn't seem that important, you just blow it off. But when you're moving out and living on your own and getting a car and a job and all this stuff, it really does mean something. And it really is this important shift in your life, and
it's like nobody helped you. No, well, I mean, you've probably had help, but financially, nobody helped me to get any of this, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. I mean, financially, I guess I was really fortunate because my grandparents gave me the car, but it's not like mom and dad went out and bought me one when I was in high school.
I mean, I understand that. Like, my dad rebuilt my car from scratch and then handed it to me.
Yeah.
And I got it for free, and I'm very thankful for that. But, like, you know, even though it was handed to me, like, I still love my car, and, like, I'd be in a pretty shitty situation without it, so...
I guess what I'm trying to say is it's just, like, when you're living day to day and you know that you can only make it day to day because of what you have done, like, personally.
Dude, that is such a great feeling.
It really
I mean,
is.
it's stressful, but at the same time, it's like, look at what I did.
Yeah.
You know, not
it's
like...
I'm doing it.
Yeah, and I mean, there are people out there that don't like that feeling, which, I mean, I won't ever understand it, but that's fine. But I just think it's healthier and awesome and, like...
And to tie things back to the beginning is, like, that's why I think that's what I was trying to say when I kept stumbling through it. But that's why I think college is important, because college kind of teaches you.
Dude, it kicks your ass.
Oh, it does, and it teaches you that you can feel that way because there's zero hand holding in college.
Oh yeah, and that's like
Professors will not hesitate to fail you if you don't do the work.
That was the hardest thing that I had to learn, because like, so I started going to UC, University of Cincinnati. Please don't come kill me. No one's gonna listen to this. But I went to University of Cincinnati for engineering at first, and then I realized I didn't really like that, and I didn't really care for it. I did learn that no one was gonna hold your hand, and no one cared about you, kind of thing, and that you had to make it on your own and do all the stuff on your own. And like, that was fine, and I enjoyed that because it really taught me to be a, like, you know, more independent person. But what's weird is I transferred over to the School of Design, and I'm in the Fine Arts program, which I hope to God that works out. But I'm in the Fine Arts program.
You're
and
really talented at it, though.
Nah, dude, I'm like...
this is the guy that's probably going to do a little bit of the channel art, so that could be another way to introduce yourself.
I would love to do the channel art.
I would fucking love it if you did.
Talk to Ryan about that. But.
It's not the banner, though. We had another guy. We commissioned another guy for the banner, and our other podcast, the template for that one was commissioned. But this guy Drew might help a little out with that one. We'll see.
I hope so.
Anyways.
I hope so. But like going into fine arts, the weirdest thing, I found it so weird. I actually got annoyed and mad. So in the middle of class, like, you know, they're supposed to mentor you or like, you know, shadow you a bit. So they're like, oh, well, you're painting this wrong, or like, you need to work better at mixing colors, blah, blah, you know.
Yeah.
Not necessarily painting wrong, but like just techniques. They just shadow you with techniques.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure you understand that. And then every time these freaking kids would have, you know, this like assignment due, they'd be like, oh, but like, please, professor, blah, 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 like, we didn't have enough time, and like, we have so much on our plate, and I'm like, dude, then fucking work harder at it. You can't be lazy. You can't dick around. You can't do, you know, like, you've got to get shit done. And if that means cutting out your social life, whatever, then you got to do it. And that's like what I had to do. I was fine with that because I was like, school's important. School's better than like, you know, trying to develop a lot of these, like, or not develop. It's more like I wanted to make friends and I wanted to be with friends, but I knew that, like,
to college for a reason.
Yeah, and like I knew that my friends would always be there, and I'd have the time to hang out with them, and like I just needed to focus on my studies because that's where I'm gonna end up in life.
And
is what my studies have gotten.
Having to balance that and like manage your time and stuff.
Yeah.
That's another thing that college teaches you, and that's not something you can just. I mean, you could, like I said before, you could totally learn these lessons from something other than college, but the way it works in college in particular is it's just like, it's a school environment where you're surrounded by peers, and it's just so much more, I don't know, there's something that feels so organic about it, especially if you're moving straight from high school to it.
It's definitely an interesting transition. I mean, my situation was different because I still lived at home with my parents and I commuted because I lived like right down the street. But I still had to have that independence, and I still had to figure out my own stuff.
Well, and you were still surrounded by people who were going through the same changes as you were. Like,
yeah.
This isn't high school anymore. This is
Well,
this is all on you.
it just sucked because like you went to Wright State, and
We both me and Drew graduated from the same high school. That's
yeah. We've known each other for quite a few years now, but like we graduated from the same high school, so we knew each other then. But like we separated and went to different colleges, which were like they're both next to each other essentially, but it's like an hour and a half to 2 hour drive-ish kind of thing in between.
Yeah.
Which it's fine. I'll make the drive. He'll make the drive. Whatever. But like, it just sucked because I couldn't see him daily all the time.
Yeah.
And like, the friends that I did have at the beginning of college, my freshman year, they were cool. But then like, what ended up happening was we all just like fell apart, and I never talked to anyone. Like, I basically just had no friends in college at all. But like, I mean, mine was a little different. But yeah, I mean, everyone their first year, yeah, I'll admit they were all like in the same boat as me. It's just I never talked to anyone about it because I was like, oh, well, there's like no one here to talk to. Maybe I just didn't feel comfortable coming out of my shell at first. But now I'm like willing to talk to people.
Oh, dude, same.
That
like coming out of the shell transition for me was most definitely.
It's like you're fucking. I almost said Caterpie. Yeah, we're gonna use a Pokemon reference. You're like a fucking Caterpie, and you evolve into a Kakuna, or not Kakuna, Metapod. I'm retarded.
You're thinking of Beedrill?
I
and
know.
Beedrill begins as a fucking Weedle?
I
and
know.
Weedle evolves into Kakuna, and Kakuna evolves into Beedrill?
I'm Professor Oak, and you can go fuck yourself. I've been studying Pokemon for years, but I'm too lazy to go do anything about it, so I'm gonna go send a kid out who's 10.
I went to college, and I got a degree that's fucking useless. We should have never went.
But I invented the Pokedex!
All right,
this
well,
parking
Monte
job
Carlo
was
is
terrible.
being parked in moments. So let's wrap up with some closing
thoughts.
thoughts.
I mean, we kind of rambled on.
Closing thoughts, don't go to college. It's a waste of money.
Yeah.
You won't learn much.
Make sure you run over geese.
Basically, it's just common sense bullshit.
Pee on your neighbors.
And I hope you liked it.
Yeah, put
Bye.
your car and drive.